Breakups are hard. When we build a life with someone, whether that's 3 months, 3 years, or 30, putting the pieces to our own lives after that ends can feel like a challenge. And trust me, you are not the only one struggling to move forward after a relationship ends, which is why today I'm sharing with you action steps that you can begin to implement so that you can jumpstart your road to heartbreak recovery. Hey lovely, welcome to my channel. I'm Tatiana Simone, the Heartbreak Doula. I support women who are navigating heartbreak. I help you to heal your heart, reclaim your power, and transform from wounded to wise. When my relationship ended, I was completely devastated. This person and I had spent nearly 5 years together every day. So when that was no longer the case, I didn't really know how to move forward with my own life. And I have to admit, I struggled quite a bit, and it was a very painful journey. And through it, I learned how to heal my own heart. And now I share that same wisdom with my clients so that they can heal their hearts too. There are 3 phases to putting the pieces of your life back together after heartbreak. Phase 1 is accepting what is. We accept what is by being able to be in the present moment. Now, I know you might be thinking, that's hard. This present moment feels very painful. And trust me, I get it and I know. When we are ruminating on the past and reminiscing of all of the things that used to be and fixated on the future and wondering how will things be, we take ourselves out of the present moment, which is where the healing actually takes place. By being in the present moment, we allow ourselves to accept our current reality. Now, just because we accept our current reality does not mean that we like our current reality. I know it's probably painful and frustrating and disorienting and all of the things, but it is by accepting our current reality in the current moment instead of pushing against the waves of it that we are able to come to a space to make decisions that will allow us to move forward from a place of centeredness. Accepting what is also requires that you anchor yourself into your strength. When a relationship ends, it can wreak havoc on your sense of self, your sense of identity, how you feel about yourself, your confidence, all of the things. So it's very helpful and supportive for you to connect to the things that make you feel like you. Connect to the things that remind you just how beautiful, amazing, strong, powerful, and capable you really are. That is what's going to be very pivotal in you moving forward. And also, it allows you to take the energy that would otherwise be poured outward and thinking about the ex and ruminating over all of the things and pour that energy and that love back into you, because this is a moment in time that you need it the most. Another piece to accepting what is setting ourselves up for success. When we are healing our hearts, we are in such a vulnerable and tender space. And in order to really get to the other side of this, we have to honor our hearts. And the way to do that is by honoring our boundaries. And if you don't have boundaries, it's definitely time to get some. So if there is someone in your life that you feel is draining your energy, isn't offering the kind of support that your heart needs, it's okay to take a step away. If you need some time away from the daily life and you need to submit a PTO and put that out of office message on, do that. Do what you need to do so that you are making sure that your well-being is your priority. If you need to book a massage, if you need to go on that retreat, if you need to book that session, do it. Do the things unapologetically that supports you and your healing journey. The next phase to putting the pieces of your life back together after a relationship ends is grieving what was. Now, I know this one is a big one, but allowing yourself to feel all of the emotions that are coming up. And I know they are intense and unpredictable, but it is in riding the emotional waves that you're able to understand the ebbs and flow. And just because you're feeling great in one moment and feeling very not great in the next moment does not mean that you're not healing and does not mean that you're not moving forward. So understanding the process of grief is so important to you actually moving forward in a way that's most supportive for you. Also, sitting with your emotions, as uncomfortable as it may be, allows yourself to really connect to the wisdom and the deeper understanding that your emotions are offering you in this moment. One of the beautiful gifts of sitting with your emotions is that you allow yourself the opportunity to really pour love and nurturance into yourself. It allows you to reparent yourself. all of those little tender parts of you right now that needs reassurance, that needs a reminder that you are loved, that you are lovable, that you are worthy of love, and that you can and will get through this. You get to be that source of loving nurturance and care for yourself, which is such a beautiful gift that you get to utilize not only throughout this healing journey, but through your life. Grieving what is also requires that you move and process the pain. In addition to sitting with the pain, it's also necessary that we process it so that we can move it. Emotions are energy, and energy can be transmuted or moved. If the pain that you're currently experiencing is not moved, it will become stagnant, dense energy that will eventually cloud your outlook on life and love, as well as keep you tethered to the painful experience of that breakup and everything associated with it. Think of that energy as a thick, gray, foggy cloud surrounding you. You may not be able to see it visually, but you can certainly feel it. That cloud of dense, stagnant energy can also keep you away from the very things that you desire to experience. It is actually serving as a barrier. It is blocking the goodness of life and the goodness of love from flowing in, and keeping what is ready to be released from flowing out. When we experience painful events, it can also serve as a catalyst for us to do deeper healing and resolve the unprocessed pain from our past. The emotional waves of this breakup can feel very intense because there may be things beneath the surface from the past that are coming up to finally be healed. I know for me and my experience, when my breakup happened, I was going through it. Okay, I did not know what was going on. The level of pain felt unreal. I eventually began to see that yes, the breakup was very painful. It was very shattering for me. And also all of my previous experiences in life of how I felt abandoned and how I felt unworthy of being loved and not chosen began to come to the surface. And when my relationship ended, it activated all of those emotions and all of those feelings and beliefs about myself, and it came to the surface so that I could finally heal it. So this dense, stagnant energy that I'm speaking to, it goes beyond the current moment of what you're experiencing with this breakup and can go much deeper. And the way to heal this relationship and your heart for good is to allow that energy to move. And so it's going to be very supportive to do activities that allow you to move energy in your body. So maybe that looks like hot yoga, breath work, going for a jog, or journaling. Anything that allows you to move your heart, move your body, to move that energy that is surrounding your heart is going to be very supportive for you on this journey. The next piece to grieving what is reflecting on the past. As I like to say, gain the gold. And everything that we encounter in life, there's always a lesson to be gained. Now, the thing is, we have a choice. We can allow these experiences to keep us stuck and hinder us from moving forward, hinder us from growing and evolving, and also keep us in a space of feeling small, of feeling disconnected from our power. Or we can choose to allow the experiences, as painful as they may be, to elevate us and allow us to learn more about ourselves, to learn more about how we feel about love, to what we believe about love, what we believe about ourselves, and so many other things, and use that experience to elevate and evolve. As you look back on the lessons of that relationship, you'll have not only a deeper understanding of you, but a deeper understanding of what you actually desire in love and in life. You allow this experience of the breakup to serve as a catalyst for deeper transformation, and that is a gift. For me, when I reflected on my past experience in relationships, I realized so many things about myself. The way that I showed up, the way that my partner at the time was showing up, the things that were not okay with me, but I was allowing to be okay with me, and so many other things. So as you continue to reflect on the past and gain the gold, you will have the information that you need so that you can move forward in creating a life and creating a love that actually feels authentic to you and your heart. The third and final phase is being open to what will be. A part of that is making peace with the pain. And what I mean by that is accepting the season of life that you're currently in. When we are able to name the season and the space that we're in, we're able to normalize and neutralize it, letting ourselves know that everything that we're feeling, everything that we're experiencing is totally valid and is totally okay. You're also able to normalize and neutralize the fear, the shame, the guilt, the blame, and all of the other emotions that you may be feeling in this moment. You're able to release the judgment and just be with what is and allow what is to be okay. Like nature, our lives follow a pattern of life, death, and life. So just like a flower, there's always a season for it to bloom and a season for it to die and a season for it to bloom again. And this has happened continuously throughout our lives in so many different areas. So relationships are no different. Just like that flower, relationships come to an end. And by making peace with the pain, we allow ourselves to accept that as a natural part of life. When we accept that as a natural part of life, we can release the hold that it may have on us and be more open to being in the space of what will be. And this also serves as a beautiful gift that, again, just like nature, as nature flows through the seasons, that our lives will reflect that pattern as well. So even though the season of heartache may feel like it will never end, we can look to nature as this beautiful, gentle reminder to know that this will not last forever. And also, like nature, your healing journey flows at its own perfect timing. You cannot rush your healing. So knowing that as you're continuously on this journey and holding that within your heart will be very supportive for you, especially when the mind wants to kick in and say, I should be farther along, I'm not far enough, I'm still here, all of the things. You can know that everything is flowing in the most perfect divine aligned timing for you. The next piece is trusting in you. When my relationship ended, honey, I was like, how did I get here? Girl, I can't trust me here. How did this happen? What did I do? Okay? There was so much shame, blame, and guilt that it really hindered me from moving forward. When a relationship ends, it can leave us really second guessing ourselves and our ability to make decisions that are supportive for us and our hearts. The best way to move beyond that is to offer ourselves gentle, loving compassion, grace, and forgiveness. Forgiveness during this heartache can feel so heavy, so hard and difficult to do. But when we're able to forgive ourselves and let ourselves know that we did the best that we could with what we knew during that time, we're really able to let ourselves off the hook and move forward from a space of compassion. As you open up your heart and allow the energy of self-forgiveness to flow through and showering yourself with compassion, you also create the space to tap deeper into your intuition. So we all have an inner wise being within us, an inner guidance system that is inherently wise and that knows things beyond what our logical mind can perceive. That is our intuition. That is our inner guidance. And sometimes we can feel disconnected from that, especially after a relationship, especially when the relationship ended and we didn't quite see it coming. So doing these things of self-forgiveness and showering yourself with love and compassion will rebuild that connection to your intuition. And rebuilding that connection to our intuition, we are in turn rebuilding our sense of trust within ourselves, so that whatever flows our way in life and whoever may walk out of our lives, we trust ourselves to be able to move forward from a place of empowerment. The last piece is to surrender to the unknown. Now, there is no set time for healing, and we do not know fully where our paths will take us. But by being intentional about our healing, we can trust and know that what will be much more supportive and much more aligned. Surrendering to the unknown also allows us to deepen our connection to something greater than ourselves. So whether that's God, source, universe, the divine, whatever you resonate with. In connecting to the love and the support that is inherently available to us all, we deepen our trust in life and the fear of the unknown dissipates. As the fear of the unknown fades and the trust amplifies, we open ourselves up to begin to see the magic of life that is all around us. Sometimes when we're knee deep in the chaos of a heartbreak and feeling all of the emotional pain, it can be difficult to connect to those simple moments of life that bring a smile to our face. By surrendering to the unknown, we are reminded again that life can be beautiful and that life can be sweet. When a relationship ends, we can feel lost and disconnected from ourselves. These practices will support you in coming back home to yourself and beginning the process of putting the pieces of your life back together. Time does not heal all wounds. It is what you do in that time that actually allows you to heal. The healing process after heartbreak can feel quite lonely and a little overwhelming, but the beautiful thing is you don't have to do it alone anymore, which is why I created my one-on-one containers to support women like you navigating heartbreak so that you can heal your heart, reclaim your power, and transform from wounded to wise. You can work with me by going to the link in the description box by going to tatianasimone.com and get started today. I cannot wait to support you on your heart healing journey. And remember, you got this. I'm rooting for you.